All right, y'all, welcome to another episode of Carry On. Today, we're here to disconnect for a little bit and explore all of the different birds and vegetation that the Bayou country region has to offer. So you ready to hit the trails, Sarah?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, y'all, we are here at one of Houma's best kept secrets. It's the Mandalay Nature Trail. And joining me today is Giselle Aguilar. She's with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services. So thanks so much for coming along with us today.
Yeah, thank you so much for visiting. This is such a special place. So Mandalay National Wildlife Refuge, it's such an important place for this area. It's just outside of Houma, and it protects 4,000 acres of beautiful wetland ecosystems. Right now, we're actually walking through a swamp. So this is a really easy trail. So you're gonna walk about 3/4 of a mile through this beautiful wetland swamp, mostly water, tupelo, and also cypress trees here through the swamp. And then as we keep going, we'll walk into a beautiful wetland overlook.
It's really cool how you walk through and it's just lush. It's green, it's beautiful. Even on a day like today where it's a little cloudy, like you were saying earlier, just kind of makes the colors pop. So can you tell us a little bit about what we're seeing to the sides of us?
Yeah, so we just walked through a palmetto, which is really cool because it kind of feels like you're in this jungly area.
And that's native here, right?
That is
Palmetto.
very
Yes.
native here, yeah. And all around us, we're seeing a lot of cypress trees. Again, the water tupelo tree, which is very native to this area, specifically in the Houma area. And then as we get out to the wetlands, we have something really special, which is the floating wetlands. It feels so magical because it's also springtime, which means we're getting a lot of those neotropical birds coming in. You could just walk through this and immerse yourself in the sound and the lovely trees.
I love that. And we do have a large birding community who visits us every year to look for those very unique birds. So do you have any that you would recommend coming to look for specifically here?
Yeah, so this is actually a bird sanctuary. Actually, Houma on its own, the city, since it's surrounded by so many wetlands, it's a bird sanctuary. So what that means is we're gonna get a lot of migrating birds. What we're hearing in that right now is sunbirds. So those neotropical sunbirds, like the warbler, the yellow warbler. We're also gonna see blue herons. We're gonna sometimes see eagles soaring through the sky, which is really special. So it's home to 200 species of birds.
Wow.
Give or take, based on, whether it's fall or spring when they're migrating.
That's amazing. And so we talked about birds, we talked about the different plants. What about gators?
Yes.
What about snakes? Any recommendations on bug spray, that type of thing?
Yeah, we do have both of those.
Uh-huh.
We have gators, as we do everywhere in Southeast Louisiana, which I think they're really special, right? They're a part of the ecosystem. We obviously don't want to get too close to them. You will see them out in the overlook in the wetland area. We do have snakes. We have water moccasins, as well as copperheads. Obviously, we want to stay away from them, but if you stay on trail, you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
You might see them off on the side, but again, this is a natural habitat. This is a refuge for these animals. So we want to make sure we also stay protected by protecting them and leaving them alone.
I already said that. So I know we have a lot of avid hikers. What would you rate this this trail, the level of intensity? Is this something that people can bring their family on? Anyone can do?
Yeah, it's definitely an easy 3/4 mile of a trail. So families, it's so easy for families. You see different diverse ecosystems within this just 3/4 of a mile.
So at Expo Houma, we have the Cash to Crawfish Geo Tour. And it's basically a free outdoor scavenger hunt where people bring their families and they use their phone as a GPS to navigate to different caches around our area. I know that there are several here, so it's perfect opportunity to get your family out, come walk the trail, and search for those caches.
is actually the marshland. You could see some of the floating marshes that I was talking about. So this is a fragile ecosystem that we see throughout this area, Southeast Louisiana, right? Fragile because we are losing a lot of wetlands. So the refuge protects this area. It's protected for species like alligators, species like river otters. It's protected for turtles, amongst other wildlife. So Mandalay National Wildlife Refuge is actually a part of Bayou Sauvage Urban National Wildlife Refuge, which is a complex. So Bayou Sauvage itself is in New Orleans. And as you drive just an hour and 15 minutes from New Orleans, you are at this beautiful refuge, which is a part of the complex. And so all of these refuges are managed by U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services, which protects fish, wildlife, and helps also the public connect to their wildlife refuges. We have a lot of environmental education programs. It's just a holistic way to connect to nature, learn more, connect and disconnect. That's what I always say, connect to nature to disconnect from everything else. Yeah.
We're going to tagline that, connect to disconnect.
So the great thing about urban refuges, like this one, like Bayou Sauvage Urban, is that they're also community assets. So that entails not only providing a special place for people to connect to disconnect and walk the trails and learn all about different species and themselves too, but also it's a community asset in that it protects this area. So when we're getting hurricanes or big storms, it actually soaks up a lot of that storm surge and protects the city of Houma.
That's amazing.
It's really cool.
All right, so that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and explain all of this. I feel like I've learned so much and I'm from this area, but it just goes to show what we have in our own backyard that we need to really learn to appreciate. So just to reiterate, the Mandalay Nature Trail is free and open to the public from sunrise to sunset. So grab your family and come explore.